I just made $208 in 6 trips, and I was only online for 6 hours. Here's what I just figured out. Uber's algorithm has an earnings ceiling on you. Uber has a speed limit, and it's not miles per hour, it's dollars per hour. Today, I'm going to show you the 8 exact hacks that I used to beat that ceiling. If you want to survive as a driver, you need to start understanding these patterns and use them against Uber. Welcome to Mastering the Rideshare Game. This is episode 9.
RideshareHacks.
The earnings ceiling. Proof your earnings are capped. Does Uber stop you from earning a particular amount per hour, or does it just feel that way? The hourly earning cap is not a conspiracy anymore. We've got data to prove it. I want you to look at this screenshot from Chris from our WhatsApp community. You see that massive spike on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. He was crushing it, making over $100 an hour because there was a snowstorm where he was driving. And now, look what happened. Immediately after, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the busiest days of the week. And yet, the next 3 days on the weekend were dead silent. Why? Because I believe the algorithm has a target on you, a ceiling. I believe the Uber algorithm will not allow most drivers to make more than $17 to $20 per hour on average. When you are earning over $60 an hour or $70 an hour, you are over budget. You're making too much money. So the Uber algorithm puts you in a penalty box and forces your average to go down. I believe Uber does this in order to balance the money out and spread it across all drivers equally. The algorithm treats your earnings like a thermostat. If you go too hot and make too much money, it turns the AC on to cool you off. It will force feed you trash until you drop back down to your market average. Yes, Uber does slow you down and stop you from earning more money if you make it very quickly. When your earnings spike, the app will slow you down and bring your earnings back down. Now you've seen the proof and the hourly cap is real. Let's talk about how we can break out of this instantly. The session flush. How to delete the algorithm's memory. When you are in the penalty box, is it better to keep grinding, taking trash rides, or do the unthinkable? A lot of drivers try to force it. They see a $5 ride, they try to grind through and take it, so maybe the Uber algorithm's gonna like them. Please stop that. That's exactly what the shitty AI algorithm wants you to do. Close the Uber algorithm app, just like the new incognito window or browser tab that you open at 2 o'clock in the morning and then kind of regret it. They want you to give that profit back with cheap labor. But this is the hack. It's called the session flush for a reason. Just like when you go to the bathroom, maybe you do number 1, maybe you do number 2, and hopefully you remember to flush that shit down. If you hit that big ride and make a lot of money very quickly, then you're waiting 10-15 minutes and nothing's coming up and it's silence or really bad offers, turn the shitty app off. Close the app, log off, maybe even turn your phone off for 15 minutes. You're basically forcing the app to be closed and you're clearing it from your cell phone's cache or memory. Why? Because the algorithm tracks the session that you're driving. By going offline for 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, you're forcing the app to forget the current session that you were logged in, which is technically over budget. You're making too much money. You are basically hitting Uber with the Men in Black memory wipe, telling Uber, "You did not see me make $60 an hour." I believe when you log back in, you are re-entering the driver pool as a clean, fresh, new driver. While you are flushing your Uber session, you can always drive Lyft, DoorDash, Spark, right? You're not losing money, you're just changing who's going to pay you. In most markets, the driver priority queue refreshes every 15 to 20 minutes. If you stay online, you remain at the bottom of the high earner list. Logging off removes you from that list so you can re-enter as a fresh inventory. Have you ever tried this hard reset? Sorry, I have a hard time saying hard sometimes. But my point is, let me know in the comments, because I'm giving you 8 hacks in this video. If some work, just let us know in the comments so it can help other drivers. And if it doesn't work, let us know in the comments so the other drivers learn and don't do those hacks. One more thing, the penalty box is not the only time Uber squeezes you. The other time they get you is when you're about to go home. But we'll talk about that in a little bit because I have a hack for that also. Now, let's talk about trip radar. You see the ride pop up, you click the match button, and nothing happens. Then the same ride comes back as an accept offer. Let me show you what this really means and how to hack it. The trip radar craziness. What does it mean when the same ride shows up as a match order and you don't get it? Then it pops up as an accept order. You've got time to look at it and you decide not to take it, so you said no. Then the same ride comes back as a match offer for a little bit more. What does that mean? The simple answer is this. There could be 2 things going on. Number 1, your shitty app, the Uber app, needs an upgrade, right? You need to update the app. For some reason it's not working. Log off, update the app, and that might fix the issue. That's one solution. The second solution is, we talked about this in my last year's video, 9 hacks to beat Uber's algorithm in 2025. This should be a red flag for you, a warning for you to wake up and pay attention. The same ride is cycling through multiple times. This can basically, in my personal opinion, mean one thing. There are not too many drivers available at this time and at this location where you are at. This is your leverage. Less drivers, more riders. Do not take the next shitty offer that Uber gives you. Learn to be patient, because this is when you can possibly get a nice big fat ride that comes out. You can cherry pick it if you are the patient one. The algorithm is begging some dumb driver to take this offer, but just say no. Make the Fuber algorithm pay you. The cards are on your side. If a ride boomerangs back to you, you are no longer an option. You are the necessity. It means you are the only car in the area. Sit on your hands until the price is right. Real talk, real quick. These days, I am only driving 2 days a week, around 12 hours a day, to make around $300 a week. This is possible because for over a year, I've been doing private rides. I have a course called Start Your Own Rideshare Business. It's the first link in the description. If you are serious about building your own private clients and you want to get out of driving for Uber and Lyft, the link in the description is for you. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. Have you ever noticed when you are ready to end your Uber session and quit and go home, the amount of money on those rides tends to be very low? Let me teach you the trick or the hack to deal with this situation. The heading home tax. Why do rides heading towards your home or in that direction significantly pay you less money versus rides going away from your home. This is what I call the heading home tax. Take a look at this screenshot. $25 to drive 41 miles. That is insulting. That is charity work. Only reason I'm getting a lowball offer is because this ride is towards my way home. This is a pattern with the app. It basically knows that you're going home, so it's gonna start giving you lowball offers significant amount of times. You are gonna go home in that direction anyway, so Uber's gonna tax you. And my solution to this, unfortunately, you might not like, but look, if you are heading home anyway, it's okay to take the bad rate just to cover your gas. That is a subsidized commute. You are just letting the passenger pay for your gas. What if you are stuck in a bad location and the app goes quiet? You need to move, but driving in a straight line is a mistake, and let me tell you all about it. The zigzag pattern. Why does driving in a straight line make you invisible to the algorithm? But if you do a zigzag pattern, you get ride offers. If I have been sitting and waiting for around 15 minutes and I'm not getting any pings, right? And I need to move around 5 miles. The algorithm tracks your vector if you're going in a straight line. It predicts where you might be down the line, and then it holds rides for you. Instead, I personally go 2 miles straight, and then I turn and go 90 degrees another way for 2 miles. So just in case if the algorithm was holding a ride, because I'm going completely in a different direction, it might release that offer and give it to me before I'm too far away. So basically what I'm trying to tell you here is stop going from point A to point B for 5-10 miles and just try it. Go like the steps on the stairs in your house. Go up a little bit for 2 miles, go right a little bit for 2 miles, go up 2 miles, go right 2 miles, and start working or driving in a non-traditional pattern and see if it unlocks rides for you. And if it works for you, let me know and everybody else in the comments. The algorithm predicts where you will be 5 minutes from now. If you drive in a straight line, it saves rides for your future location. By turning 90 degrees, you break the vector and force the system to give you the rides that are right next to you. Another way to try this is go towards the freeway, and instead of getting on the freeway, just pretend like you're gonna enter the freeway and the entrance is coming, but just go straight and don't go on the freeway. Watch how many times Uber will give you a ride, because the algorithm's gonna predict that you're gonna get on the freeway, then you're gonna be a few miles down and you're not gonna be available for the ride that's available right around you, and it will release it, which means you already know not to get on the freeway, right? Try it, right? All right, the zigzag formation or pattern helps you get offers. But what about when you're ready to go home and call it quits? How does that turn into a hack or trick? The bait and switch trap. Why does Uber suddenly offer you a $50 ride or a $70 ride right when you're 5 minutes away from your driveway? This is the end of the shift bait ride. It happens to me over 50% of the time when I'm very close to home. Take a look at this screenshot. A $67 ride pops up. The algorithm is tempting you and testing you. Will this driver go back out and drive more hours? Because your drive time is not over yet. They want you to be out there till you've run out of your drive time. Otherwise, they're losing money. Remember what I told you back in the session flush part of this video? The app squeezes you the hardest when you are trying to go home. Now, I turned this into a trick or a hack. I always take rides that are going towards my way home, and then I start talking to the algorithm. Hey, thank you, I'm almost 5 minutes away. I can't wait till I go home. And guess what? The closer I get to the house, the more offers come, and half the time I'll get a big ride to get back out there. And guess what? I will take it. I was just tricking the algorithm that I'm about to go home, but I wasn't done for the day. Anytime you can get a ride going towards your way home, use it to force the algorithm to give you a big ride to go back out, then keep driving, right? Use the fake quit. I set my Uber navigation to go home even when I want to keep driving. The algorithm thinks it's losing a driver and throws massive bait rides to keep me on the road. I take the bait ride, but I never plan to quit driving. Comment below and let me know if this works for you, because I shared this tip over a year ago and it still works for me. Next tip is for my Uber Eats drivers. When you get those shitty multiple offers for Uber Eats, let me tell you what to do. Multiple offers from Uber Eats. How do you turn multiple trash or double offers from Uber Eats into a single good offer like a pro? Uber loves to offer bundle offers. Here's $25 for Uber Eats and 45 minutes if you want to take these two offers. You accept the delivery offer. Restaurant A is from a steakhouse and it's a nice, decent offer. But Restaurant B is not really a restaurant. It's fast poop. Not fast food. It's a fast poop restaurant. And the offer is like for $3 with a $1 tip, right? They screwed you over. They showed you a nice offer and then they bundled in a shitty offer with it because they don't have enough drivers. So what do? Be patient and reject the double shitty offers and just sit there. Another double offer will come. Reject it, right? You know you're driving at a time or there's a holiday event or something's going on where Uber Eats, just like earlier when I showed you, they just don't have enough drivers. The supply of food orders is high, the supply of drivers is low, and Uber's trying to give you multiple offers, right? This actually happens with Uber also, right? Multiple stops and share rides. My point is very simple. Say hell no, Uber, and sit there patiently. Eventually, Uber's gonna give you that single offer from that double offer, and you get the best part. Let's say the restaurant A offer for the steakhouse was around $20, right? But they bundled it together for $25 because they gave you a $5 fast poop offer, right? You take the $20 offer with the steakhouse with the nice tip that's only going to be 3 or 4 miles, and you ignore the other one, right? My point is very simple. If you keep saying no, eventually the double offer will split and it'll show up as single offers, and then you take the single offer. Take advantage of the shitty algorithm, especially when Uber is showing you that there's not enough drivers. And sometimes people ask me, why do you say Fuber or Uncle Fuber or F-U-B-E-R? Look, the F is the 4-letter bad word, but I don't want to say it because one day my kids might watch these videos. F Uber. Fuck Uber. That's what it means, but I have to be careful. You know, my kids might watch this video one day. A double order is a confession. The algorithm is admitting it is short on drivers. If you reject the bundle, the system often panics and splits them into single just to get the food moving. You win by being patient. Do you really think the customers are gonna keep ordering from Uber Eats or DoorDash if the orders are coming an hour late and the food is cold? I don't think so. Did you know that 73% of you are watching my videos but you're not subscribed? Come on, help me out. Just hit that subscribe button. Do I not educate you? Do I not entertain you and make you laugh? Do I not motivate you? Just take 1 second and double check for me. Now, a lot of drivers think the best way to make money is to take drunks late at night. No, no, no. The next tip and hack I'm about to share you, it's gonna be the final tip, but it's gonna be worth watching my videos till the end. Let me break it down. The morning after a busy night. Why is the hangover shift just as profitable as the night grind? Everyone grinds on New Year's Eve or Super Bowl evening or Valentine's Day in the evening, right? All these major holidays come. Most of us drivers love to grind at night. And most of you know you have to deal with passengers that love to vomit in your car. The hack is the morning after. Just think about this. New Year's Day, right? The day after Super Bowl Sunday, or the day after Valentine's Day, or the next morning after a music festival. The riders are sober and they've been partying all night, having a great time. They just want to go home, but there are not enough drivers available. Do you know why? Because the drivers were driving the drunks all night, making decent amount of money, but in the morning they're too tired and they're gonna sleep in. Now, I personally, you've seen my videos, I don't drive drunk people at night anymore. I let everybody else deal with it. Then I get up a little bit early the next day and I still make the same amount of money. High demand, low supply, and zero chance of vomit. Throttling isn't about you, it's about the other drivers. When you make too much, Uber pauses you to feed the starving drivers who are about to quit. They starve the winners to keep the losers online. Quick shout out to 43 YouTube members that are supporting this channel. Thank you for holding me down. Your support and your comments and the fact that you share my videos are a big reason I'm able to keep making these videos. God bless you. Now let's put it all back together and wrap this video up. Summary plus what's next. My friends, the main point of this video is stop being a predictable driver. You have to learn to slow down and think. Pause for a second and feel if this offer is good for you, and then take the action. What I'm trying to tell you is think, feel, then act, and take the offer. Memorize that. Think, feel, act. And I can tell you, most drivers think, act, and they forget the feeling part. The algorithm relies on you being passive, so you do the opposite and you learn to be more alert and more active. Be a thorn and a problem for the artificial intelligence, right? Because when you start thinking outside the box with these 8 hacks, the chances of you trying this means potentially your income might go up. You and I need to stop being predictable and use the patterns and the data and the hacks that I'm teaching. The more of us that do this, the easier in the long run it will be for all of us as drivers. And ultimately, you already know my solution, right? Start your own rideshare business. It's the first link in the description. Only click on that link if you want private clients and you want to stop driving for Uber for pennies. Now, the next video is episode 10 of this series and the new way I've been creating videos, and it's a special one. So I have 2 offers for you. Let me know in the comments, do you want me to research and make a video on how to train the Uber algorithm? Or would you like me to go over the possible best 3 or 4 vehicles that you can use in order to drive for Uber? And one of these cars is actually going to appreciate in value and possibly make you money in the long run. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. If enough of you give me some feedback, that's the next video I will consider. Otherwise, I might do something else. Watch this video right here. It's the perfect follow-up to what we just covered today. Or click on this button right here and subscribe and help a Pakistani brother out. God bless you. I appreciate you. This channel would be nothing without you, without your comments, without you sharing, without you liking,